The air is thick with the smell of old straw and the sweat of 100 men. My body aches before I even move. We are the bones of this empire. Every morning, the silence of the barracks is a heavy weight. Water is the first gift. It tastes of the earth in the river, but it is life. Today will be hotter than yesterday. The desert sun has no mercy for those who build for the gods. Grain from the Pharaoh's storehouses. It is hard as stone, but it fuels the muscle. The ropes are our masters. Without these wraps, the hemp would tear the skin from the bone. I hear the first calls of the overseers. The day has begun. The camp is waking. Smoke from cooking fires rises into the pre-dawn sky. The sound of metal on stone, the heartbeat of Giza, it never truly stops. And there she is, the horizon of Khufu, reaching for the sky while we stay in the dirt. Every step in this sand is a battle. The desert wants to swallow us whole. Thousands of blocks, each one a mountain. We move mountains every day. We are numbered, we are recorded. In the eyes of the Pharaoh, we are a machine made of flesh. This is my station for the day, a 5-ton beast that refuses to move. The rope is cold and stiff with dried mud. By noon, it will be hot enough to burn. I look at my brothers. We don't speak. We only prepare for the strain. The water makes the silt slick. Without it, the sled would seize and the rope would snap. The signal. The moment when the world stops and the weight begins. Heave. The first pull is the hardest. You have to break the earth's grip. It moves. A slow, agonizing crawl. 1 inch at a time, we build a legend. Step, pull, step, pull. The rhythm is the only thing that keeps the pain away. The base is already finished. Polished limestone so white it blinds you. Now the climb begins. The incline is steep, and the block feels twice as heavy. Sweat stings my eyes. The salt is a reminder that I am still alive. The higher we go, the smaller the world becomes. Only the stone is real. If one falls, we all feel the weight. There is no room for weakness on the ramp. Midday. Ra is at his peak. The air is like a furnace. A moment of rest. My lungs burn. My heart is a drum in my chest. Warm, metallic water. It's the best thing I've ever tasted. The shadow is the only shade for miles. It's a cold hand on a hot day. Back to the rope. The block doesn't care about our thirst. Engineers guide us. They use the earth to lift the heaven. Focus. A slip here could cost a limb or a life. They build their houses for eternity. We build them with our blood. We are higher than any bird now. The air feels different up here. The masons are the artists. We are just the wind that carries the stone.
Again.
Wood fails, stone endures. Man breaks, the great river. Everything comes from her. Everything returns to her. It's warm. It feels like it's vibrating with the energy of 10,000 men. That sound, it's the sound of death in the making. The rope is fraying. The tension is too high. If it snaps, the sled will fly back. Hold! Brace yourselves. Don't let it slip. The weight is winning. I can feel the mountain trying to roll back down. I have to hold. My life is at the end of this line. Locked in. I am the anchor now. I am the stone. The overseer isn't shouting now. He's scared. Even he knows the gravity of this. The heat is unbearable. The rope is eating my skin.
Pull together now.
Great.
Heave.
Pull. We have it. The earth yields. We are stronger than the mountain. My lungs are full of dust, but I am breathing. The gods are with us today. The path gets thinner. The edge is always there, waiting for a mistake. There is where it belongs. The final piece of today's puzzle, precision is everything. A finger's width is the difference between perfection and failure. The architect. He sees the whole pyramid in his mind. We only see the next step. Push, using the weight against itself.
Heave.
The stone
And
finally
pull.
finds its home.
Steady.
Thud,
The
the
stone
sound
is
of
leveled.
eternity.
Lower it
That
gently.
block will stay there for 5,000 years. My shoulders are light. For a moment, I feel like I could fly off this ramp. I look down. The world of men is so small. The world of the Pharaoh is so vast. One day, a capstone of gold will sit here. It will catch the first light of the world. The wind up here is the breath of the gods. It washes away the heat of the day. The
Pull harder
descent
on
is
that rope.
easier, but my knees shake from the effort of the day. The work never
it up.
stops. The Pharaoh's tomb
Watch the
waits for no
corner.
man. The pyramid is turning to fire, a mountain of gold in the dying light. Back to the earth. The sand feels cool now that the sun is low.
This stew is the
Life
best
returns
I've had
to the
in
camp.
weeks.
The smell of roasted fish and beer
I
fills
agree.
the air.
The flavor.
Liquid bread. It numbs the pain and settles the mind. My legs feel like they are made of lead. I sink into the ground. These hands built that. I am a part of the stone now, the imperishable stars. They watch us build their mirrors on earth. Sleep will come fast. It's the only escape from the cycle. One more look at the work. Tomorrow we do it all again. The same walls, the same straw. But the stone is higher than it was this morning. The earth is hard, but my body is tired enough to find it soft. Silver light. The moon is the eye of the night. I am Hemi. I am a builder. I was here. Thousands of years from now, they will wonder how we did it. They will look at these stones and see the power of kings. But they should see the hands of the men who hauled them until the sun rises and the rope calls again. You have woken up in history. Sleep well.